Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nuggets News. Tonight's video is going to answer my 5 best investments that I see moving forward. And I'm also going to try and answer if it's too late to get on board these things and how large these companies can grow, okay, if everything keeps going to plan. So please watch these other videos, particularly which crypto is right for me and why Ethereum will outperform a lot of altcoins, okay. This video series is trying to build on each video and improve your guys' understanding of the crypto world. So let's just get into an example of why I think blockchain technology isn't necessarily going to revolutionize every company. So this is one called Matchpool, and they're trying to create a dating app, okay, on the Ethereum network. And you've got to ask yourself, is this really going to do something that other companies don't already do and revolutionize the dating world, okay? And the answer for me is no. So I don't see how a dating app can really benefit from blockchain technology. While it's going to revolutionize a lot of fields, I don't think this is one of them. So always ask yourself that before you invest your hard earned and just throw it at different things. So I know a lot of guys are just buying 10 or 20 different coins and hoping they all go to the moon or one of them does, okay? But I don't think that's the best way to use your capital. And a lot of these things are just green every day as we see money flowing into everything, but I really think there's only going to be a handful of these succeed in the long run, okay? So you guys know that I think Ethereum is the best coin out there right now. I think it's going to overtake Bitcoin. I still think this is number 2 though. I hold both, but I think a lot of these other ones are going to fall by the wayside. And if you had asked me a year ago what I think 5 good investments are, I would have probably said Dash, Monero, and Zcash. These privacy-based coins, okay, but now we've seen Ethereum talking about implementing privacy in their coming planned upgrades in the Ethereum roadmap as we move forward. And if Ethereum's the largest market cap or even just the second, and it's able to be sent from person to person privately, it's going to be pretty stiff competition for these smaller coins if that's what they're advertising as their point of difference, okay? So just think about all those fundamentals before you throw your money into something. Now, Coinbase, I hope most of you guys have opened an account with them. Use the link below to do so if you haven't already. This is probably the easiest on-ramp for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, but you're going to have a look around at the smaller exchanges to buy a few of these things that I'm going to mention. And while it is a little bit hard, I mean, take the time to learn how to do it, okay? By doing so, you're getting yourself ahead of the crowd, and a lot of the hedge fund guys can't buy these sort of things for their clients yet because the on-ramps and off-ramps are quite difficult, okay? So it gives you an edge as a small investor. Bitfinex, the largest trading exchange for crypto in the world now, they list all the top 10 coins if you like any of those. I just wanted to let you guys know I love this website, particularly if I'm doing a little bit of trading, okay? So the first one I want to mention is one of my top 5 investments is Auger, okay? So these guys are doing prediction markets, so welcome to the future of forecasting. Last year there was guys making markets if Donald Trump was going to get elected, and as money flows into a bet, the odds automatically adjust, the same as a bookie, but the winner automatically gets paid the winnings in a smart contract. Really cool stuff, okay? One that I really like, and I think it's going to succeed going forward. Everything from sports betting to any prediction market that you want to create. My next one is Golem, so worldwide supercomputer. So these days, a lot of companies moving into the tech space require huge amounts of computing power, and this network of supercomputers will allow you to hire that computing power from them. So rather than necessarily outlay all that capital on supercomputers, and I mean, you've got to house all these computers, and a lot of these companies want to be in the cities, in the CBDs where room's hard to come by. This allows you just to hire computing power off the network. Another one that I think is really going to succeed moving forward. It brings me to my next point, and these guys are making, Digix are making gold-backed tokens. So every person that owns a Digix token knows that there's a gold bar somewhere in a vault that's linked to the blockchain, and that if they sell it to someone else, it's all on a ledger, okay, who owns what. And that's really important since the financial crisis and derivatives and who owns what and all that stuff can get really messy and cause collapses of some institutions we saw, okay. So I think this idea of putting assets on a ledger, particularly gold, is a really awesome idea and one that I like. Owners of these tokens also get paid out a dividend of the fees that the company collect when individuals are trading gold between each other. Okay, so another one I think is really cool. Maker is the next one, and in a similar vein of thought to the last idea of financial stability. Okay, these guys are trying to just make a stable token, so it automatically balances itself to a basket of other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so similar to the International Monetary Fund's special drawing right, which is basically tries to keep currencies around the world stable. So I think the euro, the US dollar, the yen, and this special drawing right is a basket of those to try and get some stability in world financial markets between banks and whatnot. So these guys want to do the same sort of thing for markets and cryptocurrencies and that in general. And I know that the Polychain Capital guys, large money managers, got in contact with these guys and said, we want to buy a large chunk of Maker tokens before you get these on market. So I think the Maker Market website here, you're going to have to download Google Chrome and get the MetaMask extension if you want to buy these, because I think the Maker Market is one of the only places to actually buy Maker tokens at the moment, okay? Similar to the next one, Veritasium, this guy, Reggie Middleton, the founder of this, wants to bring stock markets to Veritasium. So rather than going through a bank, forget paying $20 to Commonwealth Bank for commission if you want to buy a small chunk of shares. These guys will be peer-to-peer, so buying shares off individuals, and also be able to creating markets between individuals. So if you want to buy Google and sell Apple at the same time, it will actually create a trading pair for that specific trade, and between individuals, small commissions, cuts out the middleman. Really cool idea. Another one I think is going to succeed. But I think the only place you can buy this one at the moment is on the Ether Delta exchange, and again, it's a bit hard to use, but take the time to research how to do it and get into it. I might make a video on that if you like, but you're putting yourself ahead of the curve by getting into these things before they're easy to get into, okay? So brings me to my last point about the market cap of these smaller ones and where we could see them grow. So at the moment, they're in the hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Already spoke about Bitcoin and Ethereum, $48 and $32 billion, okay? But let's compare that to a list of unicorn companies. So a unicorn company is a startup company that reached $1 billion in market cap. So Uber, Airbnb, you're going to recognize a few names on that list. A lot of these guys have huge amounts of venture capital from America and China flow into them, okay? And Uber, $62 billion now. I would argue that if world markets get completely changed and finance and smart contracts, okay, there's no reason we can't see these things grow bigger than companies like Uber. And if we keep going down that list, okay, these are the biggest companies in the world by market cap. $700 billion, $600 billion, okay. Now, again, you're going to recognize most of these companies here, but all in the hundreds of billions of dollars. And I think if everything succeeds, we could easily see Bitcoin and Ethereum, a few of these smaller companies, move into the big territory and make themselves some of the biggest companies in the world. I hope you guys have liked that. Again, do your own research before throwing money into any of these things, okay? I really like Ethereum. You guys that watched my video the other night, you said, I thought that the price is going to keep going up on a technical point of view, okay? But I hope you've enjoyed these videos. I'm not sure how often I'm going to keep doing them from now on, okay? Keep up the conversation on that Facebook group. It's really great to see all the enthusiasm. I'm more excited than I have ever been for these things now that they're just getting mainstream adoption and it's all playing out how I thought it would moving forward. So exciting times. Thanks for tuning in, guys.